Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is George from Cox Harley Davidson again, and I am looking at something I normally don't kind of dig. This is a 2018 Street Glide, and it's a beautiful bike, powered by the Milwaukee 8. I'm sorry, yeah, the Milwaukee 8. It's 107 cubic inch engine, and this bike is beautiful. It's really cool looking. What's there to say about it, man? This is in the U.S. The Street Glides have been traditionally the Street Glide family, including the Ultras and the Limiteds and whatnot. The Street Glides are Harley Davidson's flagship touring motorcycle. This is the most popular touring motorcycle in the U.S. around the world. It's one of the most recognizable bikes ever, and the new Milwaukee 8 motor is just an improvement. To go along with that, they improved the whole chassis. Now they have the RDR system, the reflex, the rider defensive reflex defensive system. Anyway, it's a whole suite of technologies that go into the motorcycle, including traction control, ABS, which works together in a linked system. So applying the front brake is actually applying both front and rear traction ABS braking in conjunction with cornering ABS, which is great because now it's looking at the lean angle of the bike, because as you lean the bike over, it changes basically the gear ratios of what's spinning. So now all of a sudden you've got different velocities front and rear, because not only do you have different ratios between where you are when you're vertical and where you are when you're leaned, you've got two different sets. So different size tire in the back, different size tire in the front. This system actually knows all of that, takes it all into account to keep you shiny side up. When you get on throttle too hard, it's going to have that traction control system, keep you safe. Also, when you come off throttle, it's going to add a little torque back if it senses slippage at the rear wheel. Off throttle oversteer is something that I've experienced in other bikes, and it can be scary. You can get that system on the new 2020s, which is beautiful. Twin brake rotors up front, so you don't get that mushy feeling where your brakes are spongy or not quite working hard enough. The brakes are fantastic on these. Even on the 2020, this guy here, being pre-owned, it's got a few miles on it. Let's see how many miles we got. Let's see, let's turn this on. And we've got 21,480 miles on the odometer. And the link to this bike is going to be in the description. So with pricing and all that, I don't remember off the top of my head. But let's see how this thing runs. Being, most popular touring bike in the world, pretty much, it's probably going to run great. Super smooth engine. I love that Milwaukee 8 engine. It is just the best thing since sliced bread. Or you could say it's the best thing since Betty White, who predates sliced bread, because Betty White's pretty cool. Pretty cool lady. Once again, leaving Quick Trip. And once again, we make sure we come to a complete stop. This isn't California. And there was Rock Hill's finest. Rock Hill PD was right behind me, so we're not going to do anything to agitate the constabulary. Other to make him question his life choices, because he's in a big SUV and I'm on a motorcycle, and I know he's jealous about that. Rock Hill PD should really consider buying some police bikes from us. We'd be happy to set them up for them. and service them under this nice, healthy service contract. This bike feels great. Now, last time I did this ride, I was on that Dyna Wide Glide, and now I'm on the Street Glide, and there is certainly a difference. Whereas the Dyna is a serrated edge in its ride, the Street Glide is just super smooth and comfortable. Lean it into a curve, it's super stable. It handles the imperfections on this rock hill back road. South Carolina is not known for the quality of their road surfaces. Actually, let me rephrase that. They're infamous for their road surfaces. Not in a good way. But this bike is just drinking it up. Feels great. The seat is super comfortable. When I say I could ride this all day, that is not an exaggeration in the slightest. I could ride this bike all day long. And believe me, I want to, but I've got some things to do. I have to go back into work, if anything, to at least clock out. We're going to indicate our left turn because we're not on a BMW. And here we go. Once again, back at Cox Harley Davidson in Rock Hill, 1138 Galleria Boulevard. Google us and you will not miss us. And looks like all the bikes have been taken in because it was a little sprinkly, so we're going to roll it inside. We're going to roll it into the back. Give you guys a little tour of what we do with our used bikes. When they're not out front, we take them up around. Look at that. Here comes a road glide. Nice. Beautiful, sir. Beautiful. I love the road glides too. All right. We're going to put this bike in the warehouse for the night. And there's our man Bryce. There we go. Now we're going to back it into the spot where it's going to be. Pardon? I sure did, man.
I did too.
Always.
Oh, yeah. Decided to take a rip. Got to take a rip on this baby.
Yeah, the Heritage. That's a great machine too. All right, now I'm going to get out my taquitos because Chuck Norris is selling taquitos for Quick Trip. So if Chuck Norris says they're good, they got to be great, right?
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic. All right. Well, that was the test ride on the 2018 Harley Davidson Street Glide with the 107 engine. Fantastic bike. All right. Peace.